girls, so you may recognize me from my last video. I actually just filmed a video on this look, and it's a Christmas Eve slash holiday slash New Year's, just a holiday makeup look basically. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will link it down below for you guys, and of course at the end of this video. This video is just going to be on essential makeup brushes. I've had a lot of people ask me about makeup brushes and ask me what my opinion is on cheaper makeup brushes and high-end makeup brushes like Sigma. I do feel like makeup brushes is something that you should invest in. I think it's a really great investment. If you wash them well and take care of them well, then you can most definitely get the most out of your brushes. Whether or not the brush is $20, that $20 will last you like years. Do you know what I mean? If you really take good care of it. So I personally find that it's something that I would like to invest in. So whether or not cheaper brushes are worth it, I personally, 90% of really cheap makeup brushes out there are not worth it because they're made really cheaply. But however, there are cheap makeup brushes out there that are really good. Some of the brands are e.l.f. brushes and Real Techniques brushes. They are really cheap and they work really well. However, my personal preference is Sigma makeup brushes, and I know that sounds kind of cliche because every girl here on YouTube loves Sigma and everyone uses Sigma brushes. But if you know me, I'm not the type of girl that follows trends or gives into hype. I sort of just do what I want, like what I like, and that's really it. I don't care if others like it or don't. So personally for me, I actually genuinely do enjoy Sigma makeup brushes. So I do want to shout out a couple makeup brushes that I do feel are essential for a beginner's makeup kit. It's one of those things where you really do need to have great makeup brushes. Those are your tools to apply makeup with. So if you don't have really great tools, it's going to be hard for the makeup to come off on your face good. So I'm just going to shout out a couple different brushes that I think are essential. So first for face brushes, I'm just going to be kind of winging this. I have all my brushes in front of me. Number one essential for face brushes is a really great powder brush. You want to make sure that you have something that is fluffy, yet it's pretty dense, just so that your powder actually doesn't just fall off your face. It actually sort of, I don't want to say the word packs on, but kind of packs on a little bit so that you do get a little bit of coverage and that it actually goes into your skin. There are some other great powder brushes that are cheaper that I have. And I have this one I got from Walmart, and it is the Equal Tools powder brush. This one's a lot smaller than the Sigma one. Sorry, this is the Sigma F20 large powder. This one is a lot smaller than this one, but nonetheless works amazingly. I actually just really wanted one that was a lot bigger, so that's why I invested in the Sigma one. The Sigma one I believe is, I don't want to say the wrong price, but I believe it's like $20, $25-ish, and then this one I think it's like $7 from Walmart. I will post the names and prices down below. Oh, another essential for face brushes is a really great foundation brush. I've tried different foundation brushes. I started using the classic foundation type of brush where it's just basically like, it's just really classic and basic. So I have two here. I have the MAC 190, which I spent $40 on, and which I will say right now is not worth it at all. It's really thin, and the bristles are kind of harsh, and it's super streaky. I actually like the Spa Resource foundation brush way better than I like the MAC one. It's way less streaky, however it still is streaky. Classic foundation brushes like this are always going to be streaky, so I mean you're not really going to get much flawlessness out of it. So I really did like this one for a while. It worked really good for me. If you watched me on YouTube from the beginning, I used to use this one until I invested in my holy freaking grail foundation brush, and this is the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80 brush. Well, it works so good. It is just like, it gives you that airbrushed finish, and I truly do recommend anyone and everyone to purchase this. It is $20 I believe, but it's well worth it. I use this every day. I apply makeup and it just applies really beautifully, and you can actually get a dupe of this. It's the Real Techniques, I think it's called Round Top Kabuki or something like that. That one works really great as well. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube use that one, so that one has a lot of great reviews. If you don't want to kind of spend the buck on this one. So a next essential is having a really great contour brush. I just recently found these two. I have here a Sigma Small Contour F05 brush, and then I have the BH Cosmetics one. This one doesn't even have a name, but I guess it's just the small angled brush. I will say that for beginners, this one is much easier just because you can easily apply it to that cheekbone and just go, whereas this one, it's just a straight line, so you would have to do a lot of blending, and that requires a little bit more technique. So for a beginner, I would definitely recommend the BH Cosmetics, and I think this is under $10, and this one I believe is $12 or $14 from Sigma. So yeah, beginner, definitely I would get this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some eye brushes. I have a bunch of eye brushes here. Face brushes you can sort of work with, but eyeshadow brushes you really gotta have really good tools, because eyeshadow can sometimes, you know, you gotta have skill, but at the same time you gotta have the good tools to really apply it. Right. I have 4 Sigma eyeshadow brushes. These are all blending and crease brushes. These ones are super important, because if you work with a lot of eyeshadows, you know how important blending is. You apply so many different colors. You apply crease colors, outer V colors, inner colors, lid colors, so many different colors on that area that you really need a good blending brush to make sure there are just no harsh lines and everything looks seamless and flawless. This first one is the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and this one is my absolute, like, if there's one blending brush that you need, it's this one, because you can create so many different looks with this. This is that perfect fluffy all around brush that you need to sort of really apply any color to the crease and to really diffuse it and give it that smoky look. I think it's super essential also if it's clean, and at the end of your eye look you go ahead and blend everything out. You really need something like this. I have a cheaper dupe for it, and it's the LA Colors eyeshadow blender. So it's a little bit smaller. This one does work really good. If you are on a budget, then you know you could get this one, but I'm going to be extremely honest. I definitely think that this one is way better than this one. However, this one, I think the Sigma one is $12 and this one is like $2. And there's also one that's very similar to it, and this is also the Tapered Blending E35. This one is a little bit smaller and the bristles are a little bit shorter. This one is going to give you a little bit less smoky blending. It's going to give you a little bit more of a defined yet blended crease. This one is the Blending E25, and this one is perfect for the outer V. It's really to get in there and sort of give precise blending in that outer V. And then this one is not necessarily a essential, but if you're more of a skilled makeup user or whatever, then I would say that this one is sort of essential. Blending E35. So this one is going to be good for that crease if you want to do a really precise line. This is going to be really great for looks like that. So if you're a beginner, you definitely don't need a small blending brush like this, but if you're a little bit more skilled and you want to sort of up your makeup game a little bit, this one is pretty essential. The next ones that I have is a classic little flat packer eyeshadow brush, and I got this one from the art store. I get a lot of my makeup brushes from the art store. They're super inexpensive and they actually work very well. I mean, you use them to paint and you're basically really painting your face. They work super well. So this one is number 10 by Simply Simmons, called Filbert, and it's just a flat packer brush. It's basically just used to pack on shadow onto your lid. Definitely you need a brush like this in your collection if you're a beginner, because you just need something, just that classic all-around eyeshadow brush that you're going to use to put some shadow on your lid. And next I have this LA Colors eyeshadow brush, and it's a brush like this. It's similar idea to this one just because it's going to pack on eyeshadow. However, this one's going to pack it on more finely, whereas this one is really going to pack it on. If you have shadows that have a lot of fallout or sparkles or anything like that, you kind of want a brush that's more thick and fat like this one, because it's going to really pack on the shadow and it's going to kind of hold down the fallout. At least with my personal experience. I'm not saying that this is like right by the book, but this is just by my personal experience. When I have a shadow that has a lot of fallout, I always go for the shorter, chunkier packer eyeshadow brush. So I think this is super essential. This one is LA Colors and it is the eyeshadow shader. And there's also one from E.l.f. which I have over here, and this is the professional eyeshadow brush. So they're very, very similar, except the e.l.f. one is a little bit smaller. I got the e.l.f. one from Dollarama for $1.25, and I believe this one, it comes in like a pack of 2 for like two bucks. So both very, very inexpensive, and both work very, very, very well. The last thing I really kind of do want to shout out is a beauty blender or a beauty blender dupe. Mine is dirty right now, please don't mind. I don't have the actual beauty blender, this is a beauty blender dupe, but it works just as great. When you first buy it, it's kind of tough, but then when you work it in, it works amazing. I got mine from Winners. If you're not from Canada, then Winners is very similar to Marshall's. So I got mine from Winners, and this was $8.99, and it is called the Revive Beauty Pro Blending Sponge. And let me tell you, it works absolutely amazing for me. It blends out my concealer seamlessly, and I mean, I feel like I don't feel the need to go and buy the beauty blender because this has really worked for me. So that is basically it. Those are my essential makeup brushes. Hopefully it really, really helped you guys. I got a ton of requests to do this on my Tumblr Ask box, where I do take video requests. So I do encourage you guys to go and check out my Tumblr Ask box and ask me any questions or request any videos, because that's where I like to interact with you guys. So I will link that down below as well. And again, if you want to see this makeup look that I have right now, it is just a Christmas Eve / Christmas Day / New Year's Eve / holiday makeup look. So I will link that down below for you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and like I said, I hope this helped, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!